Okay, I'm going to be very short. This segment of my video comes from a fragment of a comment that I made on a previous video where I say that intelligence is not about education. And I want to explain that in detail, okay? Because I didn't explain that in detail, I'm going to say that the reason why intelligence is not about what you do or what you learned is because when we Google what's the meaning of intelligence, we'll get a very simple answer, which is apply knowledge and skills, right? Which is very vague. It's a very vague meaning, because the real meaning or the underlying meaning of intelligence are these 5 points right here. So if you Google or you look it up in the book, this is the only thing they refer to: critical thinking and problem solving. If you know this, then you are so intelligent, right? You are not intelligent. You are an intellectual who knows math or science or psychology. You're probably Jordan Peterson, right? Well, I suppose he's intelligent because he has a lot of logic. But let me give you a better human example. Let me give you an analogy. I can use the stereotype of the teacher rapist, right? That I used on the original video where this section comes from. So there are teachers in the United States or around the world with master's degrees. They are very nice with their students. They are kind. They are very intelligent, right? But then on the news, we see a lot of, every month, we see a lot of news where they say, oh, this teacher from this school raped one of his or her students, because pedophiles are not just men, they're also women. It's 50-50. But anyway, so let's call it she. Let's say a she. So she raped one of her 13-year-old students. She used to go to Harvard, or she was trained to learn something in jail. That's the only reason you go to school, to learn something so you can get paid later. That's it. You're not intelligent. You know something. That's it. You know the number one. You're great, the number one. So when we say that a person is intelligent, we always refer to critical thinking. Oh, he's a biologist. He's the only doctor in the family. He's so intelligent, right? But also, Fred, let's call him Fred, right? He's the only doctor in the family. He cheated on his wife, and now his kids don't want to talk to him. So now he's the only doctor in the family without a family. Now you get it, right? Okay, let's go back to the analogy of the teacher, right? She omitted logic. She self-sabotaged herself. She didn't use reasoning. She didn't understand that her behavior could have an outcome. So the main source of intelligence is self-awareness. Without self-awareness, you are nothing in this world. So was she self-aware of her behavior? No. Then of course we have abstraction, which is how creative you are. If you paint, if you drive a car, if you drive a plane, if you make movies, if you go fishing, if you can create something from several materials or mediums, then people can also call you intelligent, right? Oh, he's so intelligent, he's a painter. You only know how to paint. You are not intelligent. You are probably intellectual. I call people who knows things intellectuals. Intellectuals, not intelligent. I think the word comes from, it's probably Greek or something. Probably an individual who is intelligent, intellectual, probably. Probably that's the meaning of the term. So I call people who excel at number 1 and number 5 as intellectuals. They know something. I can call myself an intellectual, but not intelligent. I'm not intelligent. Because if I was intelligent, I will know everything about the world, But I am self-aware. I'm honest. I have rectitude and respect. So, going back to the analogy of the teacher who raped a 13-year-old student, she was dishonest. She had zero rectitude and zero respect for herself, her students, and the adults that gave her trust to manage her status. So that's intelligence. This is intelligence. I don't know if any of these 3 points are located in any definition of or definitions of intelligence. I mean, I know if this is on Google, but I'm sure critical thinking and problem solving is in Google, because I Google it just to see what the algorithm says about the meaning. So they say that intelligence is what you know and your skill. So, and that's very wrong, because if intelligence was about knowledge and skill, then everybody who drives a car is intelligent. Because in order to drive a car, you have to nurture knowledge. Yeah, you have to practice. Then you learn the skill, right? So that means the person is more intelligent than someone who takes the bus. And now you get it, right? Forget about what they say on Google. Instead, try to go deeper into the meaning. Go deeper, because if you are maladaptive, you're going to ruin your career. You're gonna self-sabotage yourself. So let me give you another analogy, okay, or example. Yeah. Let's say you have a 14-year-old son or daughter, right? She's the best in class. She or he gets the best grades. He or she is the president of the school. But then one day you find out that the money that you send him is mostly spent on weed, on drugs. And now you understand that drugs, they will never affect your abstraction ability or your critical thinking ability. Never. You can be high on drugs and still be good at math. And there's a neurological process in the brain or reason why this happens. But when you do drugs, the most important points in intelligence are gone. So you stop being reasonable with other people. I don't know if you smoke weed, but I have seen people who do smoke weed. There are two types of weeds, which is indica and sativa, right? One gives you energy and the other one numbs your brain or makes you calm, as they say, right? So when you're having an argument with someone who tries the weed that makes you calm, their logic, reasoning, understanding is gone. You cannot talk to someone under those influences because their self-awareness is numbed, is gone. They can drive, this is reality. When they try the type of weed, I don't know if it's indica or sativa, they can drive. You see them driving, right? You see your girlfriend or boyfriend driving. Oh, he just smoked weed, he can drive. But if you ask him, oh, what do you want to eat? And then he will say, huh? Or what? Or, I don't know, plastics. That's what happens. I have dated people who smoke weed. I don't do it. And the reactions are really surprising. So, intelligence is not about critical thinking or problem solving mostly. It's not solely based on that, because once you learn a skill like riding a bike, you cannot unlearn it. But are you honest? This is something really hard to learn, honesty, because people, they lie, cheat, and manipulate other people. They are dishonest, they are narcissists, they have a personality disorder, cluster B disorders. They are characterized by the lack of self-awareness. This is not something that I just made up. This is known in psychiatry, in psychology, because self-awareness comes from empathy. And empathy comes from oxytocin, which is a chemical in the brain that mirrors pain. So that's a long story. That's what it is. So driving a car is easier than tell the truth. So when the teacher rapes the kid, she will probably deflect blame, so lie, manipulate, and say, oh, we are in love, right? So she will omit reasoning, logic, everything, and she will self-sabotage her intelligence and her career. So now you got it. If you know how to paint, if you are a math teacher, if you are a science teacher, you are an intellectual, but you're not intelligent. Then, if you are honest, if you have never cheated on your wife, if you have rectitude, right? If you respect everybody, then I salute you. And yes, you are intelligent. You are very intelligent. And congratulations.